Back in the gym. All right, gotta get in there. But what's in the news that's worth talking about? It's these sanctuary cities, right? The new appointed Attorney General, I believe her name is Pam Bondi. She has stopped or put a freeze on the government funding to sanctuary cities. All right, so yeah, watch this and I'll get back to you. Matter of fact, yeah, watch it. I'm gonna do some for these guns.
Attorney General Pam Bondi was just confirmed by a vote of 54 to 46. Joining me now, Chris Bedford, author of Beltway Brief. Chris, lone Democrat to vote for Bondi was Senator Fetterman of Pennsylvania. It's frankly despicable that more Democrats didn't vote for her. She's eminently qualified for this job, which once again shows you that this is about politics with the minority party right now.
It is. And I actually wrote a Beltway Brief newsletter about this on Monday, whereas you compare to Biden's picks, throughout all of his cabinet picks up through this week of February 2021, only two Republicans voted against all of them. That is Senator Ted Cruz and Josh Hawley, neither of whom were ranking members at the time or committee chairs at the time. Now, if you look at it, there are a dozen Democrats, including ranking members and powerful Democrats who pretend to ask serious questions of nominees, who have voted against every single one of Donald Trump's nominees. They don't care about him having a cabinet. Right now, they're talking about holding up nominations to the State Department so that money can go to foreign countries. We are dealing with an extremely obstructionist party.
Well, we always think of, the midterms are going to be bloodletting for Republicans because the party in power often loses seats in the midterms. But given how things are going, given how Doge and Musk and Vance and the whole crew are finding so much waste, more fraud, undoubtedly they'll find abuse. Couldn't this actually be a real opening for Republicans with this team in place to build on this momentum that they found in 2024, Chris? That's how, if things keep going the way they're going, I think they're going to get more, not less popular.
A serious challenge to sanctuary cities and sanctuary states. The newly minted Attorney General Pam Bondi is starting to cut off the money. On her first day of the job, she put out this memo, and I'm quoting now. The Department of Justice will ensure that, consistent with the law, sanctuary jurisdictions do not receive access to federal funds. Ooh, the pressure's mounting. Congressman James Comer will haul the mayors of Boston, Chicago, Denver and New York before his committee. He says, and I'm quoting again, sanctuary mayors have prioritized criminal illegal aliens over the American people. That is an attack line. Tom Homan threatens to arrest anyone protecting criminal illegals. He's the border czar. He stopped the flow and is now busy emptying sanctuaries. ICE is doing its job. None of this would be happening if there'd not been a shift away from the Democrats at the last election. The sanctuary movement is a Democrat movement. There are more than 40 sanctuary jurisdictions and 10 sanctuary states in America. Democrats run that show. They thought they would win the Hispanic vote. Anyone who wanted to enforce our border laws was branded a racist. Things really picked up when Joe Biden opened the border, leading to over 10 million border encounters. Now that Trump's in the White House, sanctuary jurisdictions are offering protection. Amazing. That's rich. They encourage them to come. The rest of the country has to pay. That won't fly any longer. Voters won't have it. Trump won't have it. The sanctuary era is drawing to a close.
All right, so let's make that make sense, man. So before Pam Bondi, froze the funds, right? I think the four mayors of the sanctuary cities of Boston, Denver, New York, I'm missing one, Chicago. They've been brought to testify, right? I think with Congress or whatever, because they will not help the federal government with their ICE raids, right? They will not help, and you know, which is very fishy. I don't know, not fishy, but you understand why. I think everybody should understand why. It's all going to boil down to money, and they're being pressured. There's an outside force that's pressuring them to make that stand and help. You know, it's basically illegal immigrants, right? They're illegal, non-documented, illegal. They're protecting them, which is, why would you do that, right? So that's why they're being subpoenaed to testify. It's common sense, man. They're getting aid through certain programs. It's something. I don't know the exact thing, but just looking from afar, man, it's pretty corrupt. It's some evil ways in there, man. But yeah, the mayor of Boston, it's an Asian woman, man. Dang, that's my people, man. Nah, I'm not gonna use what they call it, identity politics. Hey, if I disagree, I disagree. You're good, you're good. You're bad, you're bad, man. Good and evil, right? But yeah, this one is kind of. And then Pam Bondi, I think with the freeze of all sanctuary cities, they stopped the funding. They want to crack down on it, right? They want to crack down on why, which I agree with. You got to crack down on them. If you're harboring illegal persons or whatever, right? They want to get down to the reason. And oh yeah, with the there's another thing, these sanctuary cities, right? With the Lake and Riley, is that, yeah, with the lady, where the gentleman who murdered her got caught a few times and got let go. Like, why was that, man? Makes no sense, right? Let go in, sir, was it New York? It might have been New York, but even with, he had record on him already and was let go. And then that's when, you know, tragically, with Lake and Rowley, he murdered her or whatever. But man, just think about it, man. Just keep your eyes open, see what's around you. It's good to know, you know, what city you're in, what policies they follow, and try to overcome this evil, man. Stay in the gym, drink your water, eat right, and that's the most important, man, your health. You don't have your health, you don't have nothing. Strong body, strong mind, let's go.
Adams is continuing to meet with Trump, and so while the immigrant community continues to live in fear, critics say that the mayor isn't doing enough to ease their concerns.
And I will fight violent crime throughout this country and throughout this world and make America safe again.
On her first day as Attorney General, Pam Bondi took aim at cities that limit cooperation with federal immigration authorities, ordering a 60-day pause on funding for sanctuary cities. The Adams administration making it clear it has been cooperating with ICE agents during targeted operations throughout the city.
They have the responsibility to carry out their job as immigration officials. I don't determine that. And I cannot have any city employee that will get in the way of them carrying out their job as a federal authority.
But fear and outrage continue to grow in the city as critics say the mayor should not be helping the Trump administration carry out its executive orders.
I am particularly disappointed that we have a mayor who is more of an assistant to Donald Trump than a mayor for New York City.
At St. Mark's Church in the Bowery, advocates and local leaders sounded the alarm over the Trump administration now authorizing immigration enforcement in places like schools and houses of worship.
Everyday activities such as medical appointments, picking up groceries, and attending church are now something that our family members have to consider. Are we safe here?
And outside Kings County Hospital, local leaders raised similar concerns, specifically about the city's public hospital system, telling its staff do not help patients avoid ICE officials.
We know very well this hospital serves a huge amount of immigrants in this community, children, families, when last time I was here, I was told that patients stopped coming for their care because they were scared.
Well, we're told ICE has detained more than 100 people in the New York City area just in the past week. Live in the East Village, Janice Yu, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.